Good morning, good morning. Okay, here we go. We're up to Mishna Chaf Aleph. Rabbi Yaakov Eimer Ha'olam Hazeh Doimeh leProizdor B'fnei Ha'olam Haba. This world is compared to a proizdor, a place, where you prepare yourself. B'fnei Ha'olam Haba, in before Olam Haba. Haskein atzmecha leProizdor. Prepare yourself in this lobby, bad word, Kadesh Tikonis the Trackman, so that you can enter into the main palace. And of course, all five Mishnayos for today are all fairly simple, and the main thing is you just have to keep going over it and over it to bring it into your heart. But if you realize that this world, is so not real. In other words, 70,000 years from now, you're still going to be around in a different world. 300,000 years from now. And it's just over time, so a quadrillion years from now, it's all going to be, and we're not going to remember what happened in this world. You remember in 6th grade when your mother told you to wear a shirt and you weren't happy, but you did it anyways? No. Well, guess what? Because that happened, I'm telling you it happened, but because that happened, you're getting this tremendous yacht. It's going to be nearly one of the world's biggest yacht. It's got the helicopters. That's yours right now in the coast off Miami. Right now, it's there waiting for you. We have a private helicopter. Really? Yeah, only because you did that one mitzvah. Like, who cares what I did? This world is so small and so irrelevant because it is compared to the lobby in front of the palace. When you're in the palace, imagine, you're in Disney World. Like, the area right in front of Disney World as you're waiting to pay your ticket. That's like not important. You're right. They have a cute little man there, and like, okay, you want to have fun there too. But at the same time, recognizing that whatever happens there, you're totally not going to be remembering what happens here. In the entryway. The entryway is like not important. As you're leaving, 7, 8, 10, 12 hours later, you're like, oh yeah, remember this? It's not something that's important, and that's something that we have to go again and again in our heads. Who used to say, it is better 1 hour of tshuva and ma'asim tovim and good deeds in this world rather than all of Olam Haba. Because in Olam Haba, once you're there, you're stuck. Wherever you built for yourself in this world will be there for you. And whatever you destroyed will be paid there for you. But that's it. There's no more changing anything. There's nothing. You could have a beautiful Rolls Royce and it's got a broken window. All you gotta do is go into a shop and fix it. $100. Give it to the insurance, whatever it is. But you can't. And for the rest of eternity, you're going to be driving around the Rolls Royce, and these are obviously Mishalom, there's no driving, but you're going to be driving around the Rolls Royce with a broken window. All I want to do is fix it. Give me a second to fix it. No. So Yafa Sha'achas, better 1 hour in this world. There's more you can. The 1 hour is more usable, and in this world, with you're able to actually achieve things. You're able to actually do things. You're able to actually accomplish. Whereas in the next world, there's nothing to accomplish. And the bliss and the enjoyment of the next world is, of course, better than all of Olam Hazeh. And of course, because in Olam Hazeh, how much could you really enjoy? You're worried about other people, you're worried that you're going to die, you're worried this. Even when you're like at the height of pleasure here, there's still a lot on your mind. Whereas in the next world, that's it. You're comfortable. There's nothing that can change. Nothing can change you. This is your reward, v'zeu. Rabbi Shimon, that's one explanation. And besides, it's a totally different type of pleasure. It's not like, okay, here's your thing. You get a really stacked up hamburger. It's not a double burger. It's a quadruple burger. No, that's not what we're. It's a different type of pleasure. Pleasure, because pleasure of food is really, it's something that's Laura. It's not real. It's not real at all. So pleasure with women, pleasure with all these things. It's not. It's not real. So again, we don't really have time to explain this now, but it's a totally different type of pleasure in the next world. Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar says, do not try to calm down your friend when he's angry. You messed up. Give him a second to get over his anger. Do not try to comfort him when his dead is lying right in front of him. In other words, when he just suffered a major loss, give him time to get over it. Do not ask him, are you sure you want to make this nether? What about this? What about that? When he's making a nether. Because you want to give him an opening afterwards. And finally, do not try to see him when he is embarrassed. In other words, he made a mistake. Don't try to get to him. In other words, the point of the Mishnah is don't do the right thing at the wrong time. That's the point of the Mishnah. Don't try to get calm somebody down when he's angry. All these things are bound to backfire. If you try to calm somebody down, he's just going to get angry at you. He's going to misdirect the anger. So avoid people when they're in a place that or avoid trying to help them in manners that you cannot help them at a time that they cannot be helped. Shmuel Katan Emor bin Falebech al Tismach, he quotes a pasuk in Mishnah: when your enemy falls, do not be joyous. V'kashlei al yagli becha. Same idea. Then Yira Hashem v'Rabbi, perhaps Hashem will see and it will be bad in his eyes. And he will turn his anger onto you. So basically, don't be happy when your friend falls. When your enemy falls, I apologize. Elisha ben Avuya Omer Halomed Yeled Lamahu Daim, somebody who learns when he's young. What is it compared to? What is the learning compared to? The learning is compared to fresh ink on a fresh paper, which is very hard to erase. You have a nice ink on a nice parchment. That's what it's like when you learn when you're young. However, somebody who learns when he's old and doesn't remember so well, he doesn't have to ink written on erased paper. It's easy to get rid of it. It's not hard. And similarly, in the next Mishnah, somebody who learns from Ketanim, to what is he compared to? So somebody who eats, you know what, we'll keep this for tomorrow. We'll keep Chabad for tomorrow. All right, have an amazing day, everybody say.